Coach, there's so much uncertainty in the market. What do I do? It's not that hard. Hey everybody, Mark Dolfini, landlord coach. I hope you are healthy and having an amazing day. What do I do with all this uncertainty in the market? Well, it's really not that difficult. I want to tell you a very quick story. Back when I was climbing out of the of the disaster hole that I was in back in 2008, 9, 10, part of 11, I was, if for those of you who know my story, I was at $6 million worth of real estate and was able to lose about $4.5 million of that in about 8 months. And that's because I was just completely over leveraged, not only financially, but also in my time. I was time bankrupt. I had time famine. So I had a couple of options. I could give up, walk away, declare bankruptcy, or just stop, just basically change my name and hide under my desk under a different under in a different city until they stopped calling for me. Well, that wasn't in my nature, and that certainly didn't I didn't see that as an option. But what I did was I started focusing on something that really that I think fundamentally changed the way that I approached business and actually fundamentally changed the way that I approach life. I started looking at whose problems that I could solve. And it was a bit later that I was listening to a minister, and one of the things that he had said, and he did pretty well financially, but he was also someone that I highly respected. But he just said that money is the reward for solving other people's problems. And the more people's problems that you can solve, the more money that you would get. And I saw that as it sounded quite profound at the time, and I still, the more I think about that, the more profound it gets, because I think in times where especially when times are bad, we've been humming along for so long, things are been amazing, and there's people who are in real estate who've never seen a down economy. Well, I went through 9/11. I went through some ripples in 2006. I went through a really bad time in 2008, 9, and 10. Um, this isn't unfamiliar territory for me, right? Um, it's kind of like the guy that says, "Dude, I got your back," when you got some other guy staring down hard at you at a bar, and you're like, "Dude, you've never been in a fight." Well, I've been in a fight, and I fought hard just to survive back in '08 and '09. That was some really, really bad times. I mean, I took a beating, but I learned how to dig my way out of that. And that's why I'm not overly concerned with where I'm at now. Now, I'm also way more financially healthy. I didn't I didn't buy a lot of stuff the last 3 years. I bought a couple things, but I didn't buy a lot of stuff. I didn't get over my head in stuff. I was very cautious. I was very careful, but I was also taking a lot of time to sock away some cash, and I was also rebuilding my credit, but I was also deleveraging. I was also paying down as much as I could. In fact, last year I paid off my student loan because I just wanted that monkey off my back. And I'm telling you, it was one of the best feelings in the world. I did acquire some buildings. I did buy some stuff very conservatively. There were good deals. There'd have been good deals in a down market or an up market. So some of the deals were just kind of no-brainers. But I was very cautious in what I actually did. I did some refinances. I didn't take any cash out. I was very, very cautious in what I did. And I'll tell you what, that's why I'm feeling so much better now. I'm also going to say something that may be a little bit offensive to some of you. I don't care. But it's also because I have a much stronger faith with God and where I am and in my relationship with Him, my relationship with my bride. And maybe that resonates with some of you, maybe it doesn't, but I feel compelled to tell you that. And I'm not telling you that to change your mind, but maybe if it does, then maybe that's why I was meant to say that. But at the end of the day, I I want you not to think about all the trying to take advantage of people's misfortunes. This is not about that. This is not a time for that. And I never want to, take advantage of someone and let them feel like they're being screwed. I want to solve problems for them. If they've got to move out of the state and they've got to do it in a hurry, and they can't possibly, they don't have the bandwidth to think about the property that they're going to be leaving behind and if it's going to get sold or if it's going to get torn up, and maybe they don't want to rent it out, or maybe they can't afford to rent it out because they've got to get a mortgage where they're going, or they're just worried about two payments. There's lots of options and opportunities there for different types of deals, like different structures of deals. And this is the time to be learning stuff like that. Whether the deals are, about, short sales or wholesale deals or lease options or subject to deals or whatever those deals are, that's the time, now's the time to start sharpening your saw and stuff like that. Now, I've not done all those types of deals. In fact, I've not ever even invested in any sort of commercial properties, but I'm looking at some commercial properties now that are starting to look really attractive because even though I don't know a lot about them, there's an ample amount of opportunity in commercial space right now that may make sense. You'd look like a genius 3 years from now. So, I mean, there may be opportunities in commercial space. There may be opportunities in single family or, mobile home parks or whatever. But whatever different asset class makes sense for you. So, again, I go back to the vision infrastructure process paradigm, the VIP method that I talk about in the Time Wealthy Investor 2.0. First of all, what's your vision? What's your overall vision? What are you trying to accomplish? And if part of your heart is for helping people, then that speaks to your vision. Then that should go hand in glove with the type of business that you want to set up. So, how do you do this? What are some things that you can be doing right now? Well, you've got to really think about where your vision is. And I can't do this by remote control. So without really knowing what your vision is, maybe you do want to get into the wholesaling business, but you don't have a lot of cash. Well, what should you be doing right now? Well, rather than driving for dollars and doing, wasting your time, start developing that list of cash buyers. And I promise you, as broke as the economy seems, and maybe everybody in your circle is broke, that's when you start reaching out to people who are cash buyers. Well, where can you find cash buyers? Really simple. One place I'm going to get, and I've got about 10 of these ideas, and that's in the members area, but if one simple thing that you can do is go and look at your tax sale list for the last tax sale that you had. And it's going to list in there who the buyers are, right? If the buyers, and this is a dead giveaway, if the buyers are an LLC or a company, that is a cash buyer, I promise you. Or if they're not a cash buyer, they probably have a very deep line of credit or ability to borrow in any economy. So that's an easy one to look at. And if you're interested in more cash buyers list, you can look for the basic membership. I also have a much more robust list on the coaching side of the site, and that's where things get it's a more of an investment. But if you're just looking for the simple membership, you can go to landlordcoach.com/members. It's just $99 a year. It includes approximately a weekly group coaching call. I don't do them every single week, but it's pretty close to weekly. And we talk about stuff just like this, about developing a cash buyers list, how to reach out to them, what to say to them, and so that way you're not wasting their time. You're coming across as professional, and again, you're solving problems. So when you reach out to that guy who's got this distressed property, where the weeds are growing high and you've got busted windows and things like that, you know how to make an offer, and you've already got a cash buyer lined up because you know what kind of properties that they are looking for. So again, solving problems across the board. This is the paradigm that you need to be looking through. This is the lens that you need to be looking through deals coming forward. So that way you can be an asset in everybody's pocket and solve problems for people. That's all I have today, guys. If you're interested, again, please go to landlordcoach.com/members. And again, for a year, it's $99. So there's an option to do it $9 a month, but you get a free month if you do the whole year. And honestly, I think you'll get a whole lot more out of it. You'll get a whole bunch of video stuff. In there, you get access to preferred vendor lists, private money lenders, hard money lenders, group coaching call replays, and a bunch of other cool stuff. But anyway, that's all I have. Go to the site, check in. I will see you on the inside. Have a great rest of your day. Please remember, if you don't place a value on your free time, someone else will. But more importantly, there is no amount of money that will make time irrelevant. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless. Take good care.